Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Old Crow Hiking Show. That's right, I said Old Crow. He doesn't like it when I say Old Crow.
No, I don't. Not that I don't like it. You see it on every video. And you're not. And the fact is, you're not even old. That's the problem.
Right.
Not even a senior citizen.
That's
yet.
right, not yet. I do have my AARP card though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so I'm doing this crazy thing where I interview hikers, and one I've been waiting for is to get another hike with Senior Hiker 77. So John, I got 10 questions for you. You ready to answer the questions?
Yes, sir. Give them to me.
If you haven't checked out Senior Hiker 77, he does some great videos. Anything you can think of, he's got a nice video on.
Thank you, Brad.
So I've been able to hike with Senior Hiker for a while now. We went to Cumberland Island, we've been to Pine Mountain Trail, we've done some great trails together. So I've been waiting for this. Here's the 10 questions, John. First, how did you get started in backpacking?
Just backed into it due to Doomsday Preppers. That TV show.
Yeah, that TV show.
Yeah, it had me thinking. I didn't even know how to make a fire if I didn't have a match. And that's how I got into it. I ordered a military mess kit for $5.95. And Mike saw it, my brother-in-law, and he was a hiker. And he asked me what I was doing. I told him a little bit about it. So that's how we got into it. He said, well, let's go hike the mountain.
And when was that?
Geez, that was when I was 72.
72, okay. So second is, how did you get your trail name, and also the 77? How did that come about?
Well, for the first 5 years, I hiked. I didn't know anything about videotaping anything. In fact, we've been up to this campsite 3 times by then. That's it. I just backed into it that way. After 5 years, I found out I could get how to get a YouTube channel, and then I found out about editing.
Your channel started when you were 77.
Oh, yeah. I started my channel at 77. Of course, I'm 80 now. That's 3 years.
And then history in the making. Now, 3 years later.
Okay.
What is your current, and I know it changes like different times, different seasons, but what is your current big 3? Backpack, shelter, and quilt or sleeping bag?
You're right, it changes from season to season, but right now it's the Lanshan series of tents. I've got the Pyramid tent, I have the Lanshan 2-person regular tent, and then I have the Lanshan Pro. And today it's the Lanshan Pro. And that's the tent. And the backpack, I went through a whole slew of those things. The best backpack I had that fit the best was the Osprey anti-gravity bag, but it was just too heavy. It was just too heavy. I ended up with the Z-Packs Arc Haul, and that worked out really well. I like the Arc to keep the wind through in the summertime. So I ended up using that for my winter bag, and today, of course, I'm using the Arc Blast for the summer bag. And they seem to work best for me. All right, that's the tent, the bag. And I'm still in transition on the quilt. I've got a Vesper 20-degree quilt. I love it, but it's 2 inches too short.
Oh yeah. As far as the backpack, you influenced me to get you and Tom, when we went to Cumberland Island, y'all had the Arc Halls.
Yeah, we did.
And then, I don't know if you had the Blast then, maybe you did. Or maybe,
I'm not sure.
But because of that, I've looked into it and finally got the Arc Blast. So yeah, complete influence me.
You got the Blast too?
I got the Blast, yeah.
Did you bring it today?
I have it, yeah.
Oh, wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
You know, once you get to the end of the rainbow sort of deal, like the backpacks, I don't even watch reviews on that. I'm not interested in backpacks. I'm not interested in tents. So, but I'm happy with what I've got. You don't look at those things once you finally get there.
Yeah.
Once you arrive, it don't interest you the new stuff.
What is your favorite trail?
None of them are my favorite trails.
I kind of figured you'd say that.
There's a lot of work for 80-year-old, trust me. But like Tom just said, I'm 80%, what'd you say, 10% hiking and
90% camper.
90% camper.
Okay.
I'd get to the destination. No, I like it enough that I'll do it, but I'm not going, I got to do it at my pace. And if it's flat, I can pretty much stay up with anybody. But once they throw the hills in there, it just slows me down really bad.
Yeah, I hear you. What is your favorite specific part of backpacking, the thing that kind of brings you back? Like, I know people that play golf, they say that one swing That they hit it perfect, they'll bring them back.
Yeah, when they hit the sweet spot.
The sweet spot, yeah.
What I like is preparing and packing my bag.
Okay.
I do that mentally and then physically, and then sit down and mentally go over everything I pack. But what I do after I hike, everything goes in one spot. I empty the bag, clean up everything. It's all right there from the last hike. So when I go to pack it again, everything is there. You know, I may change the tent, I may change the sleeping pad, but basically everything is there. So
right.
that's how I know. My wife thinks I should make a list and check it off, and that's a good idea. But this way is my list.
That's a great answer. That's one of my favorite answers, I guess, so far, and I enjoy that too. There's something therapeutic about it.
Well, it's a survival thing. You're thinking, I'm taking everything I need to survive out there, which is something I never considered in my life living in this country. We got it so good and made, and light switch turns on the light and the water faucets work. You know, them little things. Once you start hiking and camping out in the woods, when you go home, you realize, geez, there's toilet paper right there. Oh, just flush this here. Turn the water on, turn the light on, turn the heat up, turn the air conditioner on. Huh?
Yeah.
Great.
Exactly.
What a wonderful country.
I guess I know the answer to this, but what is your least favorite part of backpacking?
I can't say it's the least, but I don't look forward to going up a hill. That's all.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Okay.
Leave it at that, and not a lot of miles. 7.5 to 8 miles a day on a fairly moderate trail that's all I want to do. I can do more. I don't want to do more.
Right.
In fact, I'd rather keep it at 3 to 5 miles.
It's keeping you young, though.
I don't know about that. I'm not old.
No, you're not old.
I'm not old. What's wrong with you, boy? I'm not old, John. I'm not old, John, like old crow.
All right, let's go to the next one then.
See, when I get old, I'm gonna go to car camping.
That's right. That's right. Like in my video. If you're not backpacking, what else do you do for fun?
Actually, that's it. I work. I love going to work. I work, banter back and forth with my wife and Mike. You know, that's about it. I don't have a hobby other than that kind of stuff.
Well, this is a hobby enough. This will take up some time.
Yeah, well, it does. I dedicate a lot of time to YouTube.
Right.
My channel has gotten to where I answer every comment. I do that, and I just focus on my flock. I just like your channel and Tom's channel and Michael hike a lot. Nicole hikes a lot. I watch all my friends' channels. I give them a full view, except on Brad's.
My videos are too long.
Yeah, them 30-minute videos. Too long, Brad.
I'm working on it. I'm getting them down. So what's your favorite book, movie, and TV show if you're into any of those things?
Well, I was thinking last night, because I knew you were going to ask this question, but I remember reading a book called, and you maybe never heard of it, but it's called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Has anybody else?
I haven't heard it.
Tom shaking his head. It's a little thin book. It's pretty inspirational, but it was like a little family book, but it's a wonderful thing. And then the movies, now I've got 3 of them. I was telling you last night, I like Bill Murray's movie, the What About Bob?
A great movie.
Yeah, and the Groundhog Day.
Yep, great movie.
2 I watch when they come on television. I watch them again. I guess I've watched all of them many times.
Right.
And then the 3rd one is Joe Black. Meet Joe Black.
Great movie. Yeah. The last 2 questions. Have you had, or what is your scariest moment on trail, or something that kind of alarmed you on trail? Anything?
I hadn't had an experience like that. When I first started backpacking, I'd never spent a night out in the woods in my life until I was 72. And all I remember is being frightened in the dark.
Yeah.
And to this day, that carries over. I don't like it when nighttime comes and it's dark. I don't like it. That's all I can say. Don't like it. But I've gotten over a lot of it, and especially with people around. Like say, what we got, 1 out of 5 chance that a bear's going to get me.
Yeah, the chances are low.
Yeah, the more people, the better for me.
Last question, and I appreciate your advice you've given me over the years, but if you had to give some advice to somebody starting in backpacking or trying to improve their backpacking experiences, what would it be?
I don't know what it would take to get them out there. Like I say, I backed into it. Just try to get started. And you can do all the budget gear and budget stuff. You can do all that in the beginning and upgrade as you can financially afford to do it. But just get out there. It's best to have somebody with you. That's how I couldn't have done it without Mike, my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it without him. He was the inspiration. In fact, he taught me everything I know. Now he's saying I passed him, but really, I watch his technique and how he handles everything. And
He's so organized.
yeah,
about
that's what
everything.
organized. Yeah, and he's the one that's got me in this inside-outside bag deal, which I love. When I set up my tent, you throw the inside bag and the outside bag, and you're done. So
Well, that's great advice. And you know, it's funny because a lot of the people that I've interviewed, I think this is our 14th interview.
When's it coming out? Next year, you say?
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah, I'll be dead and gone. Hey, shit. Hey, get this thing out there. Move me to the front, would you? Move me to the front.
Okay. All right.
And then make Tom second.
Make Tom second. All right, guys. I knew this interview was going to be great. So this is Senior Hiker 77. Please check out his channel. You will absolutely love his videos. Thank you guys so much for watching the Old Crow Hiking Show. Old Crow Hiking Show. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time on the next episode of Old Crow Hiking Show.
I don't know why you love Old Crow. I don't even identify myself
I knew
as
that would have been an issue on that interview. That was a good one, though.